Guys, what's up? It's Wolfie Station back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna read the American Dad cartoon creepypasta. Um, if you think you might like this episode, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what else you guys want to see in my next story and my next video, and I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. Now this is the only picture I could basically find, so don't hate me because this is only one picture. I'm pretty sure you can see that in the title because I edited the picture, of course. So I hope you guys enjoy that. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get with the video. Have you ever noticed what American Dad would be like if they had a Halloween special? Well, you probably would say yes. What would they be like if they had a Halloween special? Well, I found an episode that was supposed to be very fun into something very disturbing and scary. So, I went on TBS because that's usually the station it was airing on. And on the guide it said American Dad Halloween Special. I said, finally, they decided to air the Halloween special. So, I decided to stay up and watch this American Dad Halloween special. Well, I wouldn't say it was a special. I would say it's more generally disturbing than what I thought it would. The episode did not have the same music or even the same lyrics. The song was not a song at all, and it had very disturbing music and somewhat creepy lyrics. And this time Stan was not in bed with Francine. This time Stan was inside a closet. I figured why would he be sleeping inside of a closet in the intro? He said, "Good morning, hell itself. It seems like it's gonna be another hellish day. Today is the day I kill everyone, hey, and this is why I hate America today." I figured why wouldn't American Dad have a song like that? And when the lyric is supposed to say, when Stan got in his car, when he was supposed to say, "Oh boy, it's what to say," Roger did not appear where he was supposed to be. Instead, it was Haley. Why would she be in a car with Stan? I mean, what did she left at home with Francine and Steve? I think the kid's name was Steve. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. Um. So, anyway, when the American Dad logo showed, it showed Satan Dad. I said, Satan Dad? The hell? It's supposed to be American Dad, not Satan Dad. Then the episode officially started. Stan was in the kitchen. He was all alone, and for some reason the color was transparent. Okay, I thought, but oh wait, it gets even worse. Stan was drinking something that kind of looked like red Kool-Aid or something red. He looked at the camera. His pupils were black, while not his iris, but the white part of your eye was red. like dark red, like blood red. He said, nothing like fresh human blood to get the day started. I said, wait, what? Blood? American Dad is not supposed to be one of the most satanic shows out there. It was supposed to be one of the best shows out there in adult comedy history, behind Family Guy. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Family Guy. It just, I personally think Family Guy better than American Dad. But it's a Halloween special, so I had to watch it. He looked at the camera and he said, "Oh, hello there, viewers. I didn't see you there, probably because I was paying way too much attention to my newspaper and had not had time to talk to you. You guys are probably wondering, where are the others? Well, Steve is at school, Haley is out there doing whatever teenage girls do or whatever, and Francine had to run some errands. So it's just me and Roger. Speaking of Roger, I had not seen him today. I wonder what's been going on with him." Then when I found out, then I said to myself, well, I think I know what happened to him. I think he died because you killed him. I said that to myself, but apparently Stan heard me. He said, hey, don't you ever talk about Roger like that. He is still alive, and I'll even prove it to you, asshole. So the camera followed him upstairs to Roger's room. And then he kicked the door down. I thought, damn, that leg was strong. And then when I saw Roger, he was mangled, cut up, and his stomach was cut open. His head was slit open. We could see real brain matter and real intestines. I would have felt disgusted because Stan said that he was alive. So does that mean that did Stan kill Roger from the beginning of the episode when there was supposed to be the American Dad original intro? Or did Roger kill himself because he thought life was too hard? Well, I found out whatever it wasn't good. Then when the family came home, Francine went upstairs. Steve, the boy, went to his room and Haley went to her room. I said, why would they all be going to the rooms? Klaus, the fish, said, hey Stan, why did they go to the rooms? Stan said, and put the fish close to his face. He said, oh, because they don't want to end up like Roger is. Klaus said, what do you mean, the way Roger did? Stan instantly went to the kitchen, came out with a pair of scissors, and cut the fish's head off. We could hear realistic cries from the fish. But it turned out that the fish only lasted 10 seconds out of water before Stan cut his head off. Then Francine said, what was that? I heard screaming. Francine looked at Klaus and said, oh my god, who killed Klaus? But it wasn't Francine's voice, it was actually Lois' voice from Family Guy. I thought, wait a minute, Lois is supposed to have her voice. Francine is supposed to have her voice, so why would Francine have Lois' voice? I didn't know, so Stan looked at Francine, and Francine looked back at Stan. But this time, it wasn't the same Stan that we used to know. Stan was completely black. No, like, not his skin was black, like from Africa, but his suit turned black. His tie was red, and he had blacked out eyes, just like something a creepypasta would. Anyways, Francine said, "Oh my God, Stan, what happened to you?" Stan said, "Not Stan. I'm just gonna call him not Stan. Not Stan." Said in a very deep, creepy, demonic tone. He said, "Stan is gone. You have to deal with me now." Francie started to scream, and the kids did not come down in time to come to her rescue. Stan said, "Shut up, you biatch. This is what you get for cheating on me with Cleveland." I said, "Hold up. How can Stan know about Cleveland Brown when he lives in a different state?" So, not Stan made Francine drink something black. Like, what that's supposed to be? Tar? Black licorice? Liquor? Black liquor? I don't know. But whatever it was, it didn't look that appetizing at all. After that, we hear Francine choking. She's like, "Stan, why are you doing this to your own wife?" Not Stan said, "I told you this already, and I'm not gonna say it again." Like I said before, not Stan is dead. Yet you have to deal with me now. She said, "Don't do this." Then she died right after that. The kids came downstairs and said, "Oh my God, Dad, what have you done?" Steve said. Excuse me, guys. Not Stan said, "Your mother deserves it for cheating on Cleveland." "Your mother deserves it for cheating on me with Cleveland." He said, Francie, blah, blah, blah. Haley said, "How can you know about Cleveland when you live in a different state?" I said to myself, same thing I was thinking. How can he know about Cleveland when he lives somewhere else? I never saw Cleveland once in the American Dad episode. Not once. Steve whispered something into Haley's ear, and I cannot make out what Steve was saying. And yeah. And then Haley said, "Oh, that's how you know about Cleveland." Then Not Stan said, "Alright kids, enough chit chat. Now, which one of you want to die first?" Steve started to scream realistically and tried to hide himself in his room and tried to hide under the bed. Haley didn't run. She stand in front of Not Stan. Not Stan pulled out a gun and pointed at her. She's like, Not Stan is pointing at her and said, "Oh, you want to take the blame for this one? Okay." Not Stan fired his gun, and Haley moved fast out of the way. He like, "Oh, you lucky son of a bitch." So Haley started to run and tried to avoid not stand bullets. But when Haley got out of the house, not Stan ran upstairs and tried to find Steve. Steve was hiding under the bed. He said, not Stan said, come out wherever you are. It's playtime. He said that in a very dark, demonic voice, like he said, Stan is dead and you have to deal with me now, like he did when he first killed Francine. Steve was whimpering and not Stan found Steve under the bed. He said, you can run, but you can't hide. Then Steve said, look, Dad, if you want to kill me, go ahead. I really don't care. This life is too hard for me anyways. Not Stan said, well, this will be an easy kill. He didn't kill Steve with a gun. He actually kills Steve with a bigger, more dangerous knife. See, Francine was killed with a regular, sharp knife, but this time, not Stan had a butcher knife in his back pocket where he keeps it for safekeeping. He pulled it out and stabbed Steve. He kept on stabbing him until he slit his body open. We hear realistic screams in pain while we are seeing realistic intestines, entrails, lung, muscle, everything a human body would have. We see Haley outside, still running, and tried to ignore his scream. Then not Stan jumped out the window and decided to get Haley, which is the one that had escaped earlier. Once not Stan got up to Haley, Stan fired his gun a few times before ending up killing her. Turns out that not Stan shot Haley 2 times in the leg, 3 in the head, and once in the chest where her heart is. Not Stan said, well. Looks like everyone's dead. Now I'm coming for you, viewer. I turned off the TV and contacted the person who was responsible for American Dad, Seth MacFarlane. I said, what the hell is this? How can you make a fucking episode that depicted on death? Seth MacFarlane emailed back a few minutes later. He said, look, I don't want to talk about the episode, so if you want to talk about the episode, you have to contact TBS Communications for further information about the episode. I don't want to talk about it. The TBS Communication will tell you everything about the episode. I said to him, you better tell me what the hell the episode is before I come down there, track your address, and murder your ass. He said, okay, jeez, you are so suicidal, dude. So, here's what happened. I'm working on my creation for the Halloween special that was supposed to be aired but wasn't. So, I was at my house, thinking about new ideas for the Halloween episode because I'm pretty sure people don't want to watch the same shit that they do for Halloween season every year. So I w- so as I was thinking new ideas, I heard a knock at my door. I opened it up, and there were these two men. One was taller than the other one. One was shorter than the other one, and they were both wearing suits. Not like dress suits, like Michael used to wear in GTA 5, but like tuxedo suits. I said, "Can I help you, gentlemen?" The taller older man said, "Come with us." I said, "Why?" Then then the shorter younger man said, "Because he said to." Then the tall man said, "Come with us, or we will force you to come." I said to the both gentlemen, "Look, I don't know what this is about, but you have about 5 seconds. Yeah, about 5 seconds to get out of my property before I call the cops." They showed me the badges, and it was true. And when I looked at the badges, I looked at the license, and it said CIA. I said, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Yes, I will come with you. As long as it doesn't take too much of my time." Both men said, "Fantastic. Now get into the back of the car and let's go." I got into the back of the vehicle. Then the man offered me a bottle of water, which I happily agreed because I cannot think of a new episode without anything to drink for the next 2 hours. Then I started to feel sleepy, and I fell asleep. I was in a deep sleep. And then I woke up. I was in a different place because I remember falling asleep in a car. And I woke up in this dark and abandoned warehouse. It was very large to be warehouse because this place had like 20 stories. 20 stories and up. I look up, down, left, right, forward, back, and my hands were tied to a chair. I said, "Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Hello?" No one was there. I struggled and tried to get out until I saw the two men that told me that they were CIA agents. I said, "What's the meaning of this? Let me go. Let me go. Let me go." They both said, "Are you gonna do what we asked?" I said, anything, just cut me loose, please." They smiled, and then they took me out of the chair. They put me in a computer chair, and they told me to animate the episode. I said, "This is not a CIA project, is it?" The men, both of the men said, "Do it now, or you'll never see the light of day again." So I did animate the idea I had planned in my head. When I showed them what I had planned, they said, "That's not good enough." I said, "Well, what do you want?" They said, "I want something that had to do with death, blood, gruesomeness." I said, "No, I don't want to do that." Then both of the men pulled out a gun and pointed it to my head. He said, last chance. Either you do the animation, or we will just kill you on the spot. I said, fine, I will do the thing. I will do whatever you ask. The men put their gun away and said, fantastic. Now get animating, or we'll just kill you right now. So I scooted up to the animation table where they had me sat, where they made me sit. And they left me there without food or anything to eat or drink for a few hours until I was completely done and when it meet their criteria. They looked at it and smiled and said, This is gonna cut it. Now you're free. The exit is right over there." So I exited the building and I drove back home. And I couldn't sleep for a few days. And that's my story. I was horrified by what Steph told me. I said that's all I needed to know. Now I'm gonna contact TBS Communications and see what happened. Why did they air this? Alright. So I contacted TBS Communications a few days later. And I remember what Steph told me over the email. I emailed TBS. I literally said as a fool, why the fuck would you put this on air? This is not an American Dad Halloween special. This is Murderous Dad Halloween special. TBS Communications told me, calm down, dude. You know cursing is bad for you, right? I said, I don't give a fuck. Just tell me what the fuck happened. They said, fine, just please use nicer words. I said, fine. So, TBS told me that they were waiting on Steph MacFarlane to come back with the animation. And when these two men walked up to me and said, this is Steph MacFarlane's work, and we want you to air this on air, and we want you to air this episode. Once I looked through it, I said to them, Steph would not make a thing like this. Then both men said in unison, air this now, or we will have to kill everyone at TBS headquarters. I said, fine, as long as you don't kill me. So I made the people who worked for American Dad put this on air. The men left and never to be seen again. And I couldn't sleep for a couple of days. Thinking about what I did to everyone who saw the episode. So I'm telling you, if you ever had an American Dad experience, just as scary as this one, and it was hella scary, I would actually, what's that word? Hang on, guys. Oh, I highly advised you to never ever view it. And to contact me by any time, regardless of the day, time, week, year, month, whatever, I invite you to contact me no matter what it is, because I stay up all night and sleep all day. Just make sure it's nighttime. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little cartoon creepypasta. It's kind of long, and this story was really good. This story was good. I mean, I liked it. I don't know. You guys like it. You guys may hate it, but yeah, but it's really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys have like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see in my next video. Let me know if there's any other cartoon creepy pastas you want me to look up. And I'm sorry for this one picture because, well, as you can see, it's the only one that they could find. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Wolfie Station, and peace out.